So I'm here on behalf of the Rocky Mount City Council today to give you an update on our state of the city. I stand before you today in high spirits of the changing trajectory of our city, and a city embodying the very essence of resilience, innovation, and community spirit. It is the center of it all. And of course, we have a long way to go. But I'm here to tell you today that we are going in absolutely the right directions. In recent years, Rocky Mount has emerged as a beacon of hope and possibility in the region, drawing attention to our prime location, variety of business and job opportunities, and expanding development. With more businesses and residents moving downtown, the city is experiencing a resurgence that is capturing the imagination of many. And while I have a long list of items to get to today, I'm going to start by thanking everyone who works for the city of Rocky Mount. You continue to give your all, and I'm grateful. Please keep up the excellent work. In fact, it doesn't go said enough, and so I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to thank everyone who works for the city of Rocky Mount. You continue to give your all, and I do appreciate all that you do, continue to do. Last year, the City Council adopted a budget for the fiscal year of 2023-2024 that contained no property tax increases. A new classification and compensation plan was included that raised the minimum hourly salary of city employees, incorporated market-driven competitive pay rates, and increased career ladder opportunities. Revenues so far this year have exceeded our forecast across multiple sources. The real ad valorem has gone up. The local option sales taxes are already ahead of our budgeted projections. The budget included $1 million in Federal American Rescue Plan funding for 3 specific initiatives. That was to update long-range comprehensive plans for the city of Rocky Mount, to have a master plan for developing our downtown, and to have a comprehensive plan for housing. Over the next few months, the city of Rocky Mount will invite the public to share their aspirations for Rocky Mount's future as developing the comprehensive plan begins. This roadmap for our future will establish a long-term vision for our city and shaped by your viewpoints. I'm especially thrilled that Rocky Mount is developing and tracking the city department's key performance indicators to improve our performance with the help from the UNC School of Government and as part of their North Carolina benchmarking project. This is key to better utilizing our resources for accountability and results by converting performance information into decisions that enhance organizational effectiveness, efficiency, and equity. The Rocky Mount Event Center ended 2023 having hosted 321 events that generated an economic impact of over $22 million. And that's an increase from our 2022 economic impact of approximately $15 million. More than 101,000 guests from around the country have visited our area last year due to the functions held at the Event Center. Now you're really going to clap at this. That's a 31% increase over an already busy 2022. These guests have booked hotel rooms, spent money at our local retail locations, and dined at all of our area restaurants. And the Event Center was recognized for its excellence of having been awarded the 2023 Convention South Magazine Reader's Choice Award for the 2nd year in a row. They also won the... I need to get a little applause thing going here so you're prompt a little bit, but y'all are doing a great job. Don't stop. But anyway, they also won the Best of the Best Award. And that's a category based on top votes and feedbacks from meeting planners and fans for the Convention Center and Conference Center category. So that's from their peer group. And that's significant. And I'd like to see the city spur even more downtown promotions when large numbers of visitors will already be at the Event Center. Things like pop-up shops in empty buildings, themed downtown events to encourage local vendor participation and resident attendance. A shuttle from the best hotels to the Event Center and art installations or murals, I should say host hotels, not best. Similar to what DRE's most recent unveiling of the Musics at Southeastern Main and Marigold Streets. That just brightens up our surroundings. It creates a buzz downtown that I think that creates a momentum that allows us to move forward. So I think it's clear that we've made a start. It's just a start, but let's not stop. This energy can lead to more private investment and further downtown improvements. Downtown Rocky Mount isn't just a place, it's a gold mine of opportunity and the beating heart of our city's revival. Now picture this, please. The Rocky Mount Event Center draws nearly 3,500 visitors each week. And to that, over 4,000 weekday employees filling our city center, from corporate leaders like the City of Rocky Mount, PNC Bank, to beloved local spots, and early restaurant adopters like Nabs and La Rema, Mo and D's. Downtown is really brimming with a tremendous amount of potential. And let's not forget the residents. We have over 400 occupied units housing more than 800 people, all ready to embrace downtown, and we're just getting started. With new shops, eateries, and entertainment venues on the horizon, downtown is set for a renaissance, harking back to prior days. The numbers speak for themselves. With strategic investments in infrastructure and focus on attracting innovative concepts, downtown Rocky Mount is set to become a vibrant epicenter of commerce and culture that we've all hoped for and dreamed of. So buckle up, because the city's on the rise and the downtown is leading the charge. It's time to roll up our sleeves and turn this district into the shining jewel that we all know that it can be. Now, rejuvenation of a city comes not just with business growth, but also improving and promoting a city's quality of life. Research on smaller communities has found that community amenities such as recreational opportunities and cultural activities are contributors to healthy local economies. Rocky Mount is positioning itself to take advantage of our arts, the Imperial Center, our diverse parks, and the growing choices of activities in our area. Let's talk a minute about the Imperial Center. Currently, the Children's Museum and Science Center located at the Imperial Center, and the Imperial Center itself are number 1 and number 2 on the TripAdvisor's top attractions for Rocky Mount, number 1 and number 2. And our dedicated staff consistently deliver top-notch plays and innovative exhibits, yet the aging infrastructure of the center necessitates a few critical updates. The roof is currently being repaired, and that will be resolved. That will resolve some issues. There's more to be done to keep this cultural attraction top of mind. And next on my list for the center is the need for a partner to help fund the new planetarium, whose equipment is obsolete. Space is our new frontier for exploration, educational achievements, and potential groundbreaking discoveries. Let's take a leadership role in expanding the science focus at the Imperial Center. I'd like to single out Parks and Rec Department for the outstanding job they do to make a living fun in Rocky Mount. And no matter what your age, they're always programming and creating great opportunities for us. We're embracing new sporting trends in our city, with cricket teams now calling Inglewood Park home. Pickleball courts are popping up all over town. Additionally, after years of refurbishment, the Denton Street Pool reopened last year, boasting new diving boards, water slides, and upgraded amenities, providing a refreshing oasis for our community. Battle Park has gone through an extensive $1 million renovation that has increased sight lines, provided scenic vistas, and created public access to the Tar River. Walking trails have been upgraded, and a 5K mountain bike trail was developed to accommodate cross-country runners and mountain bikers. MLK Park Jr. and Thelonious Monk Park have new playgrounds. Our athletic teams have won local, regional, and statewide recognition from Pee Wee to high school athletes. We've had a number of conference championships, regional championships, state playoff berths, incredible postseason runs, and even some college signings. Summer Night Lights fills Rocky Mount with the summer months with a free block party style event for families at one of the city's many parks. Attendees can enjoy live DJ, inflatables, face painting, and just general fun. Over the past year, the city's worked with MetroNet to bring 21st century high-speed broadband to Rocky Mount, and they are investing millions of dollars to design, construct, and operate their 100% fiber optic network here in the city of Rocky Mount. Now, both Cloudwise and Brightspeed have also had a presence in our city. Cloudwise offers a service in the western part of our city of Rocky Mount with plans to expand. And Brightspeed has started deploying its smart fiber optics based network throughout our community and our city. Rocky Mount isn't just a city. We are a hub of learning, innovation, and top-tier healthcare that enriches the lives of its residents and attracts newcomers from far and wide. Our city boasts not one, not two, but 3 institutions of higher learning. North Carolina Wesleyan University is blazing new trails with the announcement of a baccalaureate program for nursing and a hybrid MBA program. It's recognized by Forbes being among the most effective and top 10 best online MBA programs in our country. With such initiatives, Wesleyan continues to set the standard for excellence in higher education. Meanwhile, Nash Community College recently unveiled a state-of-the-art veterinary medical technician building, a testament to their commitment of advancing education in animal care. This facility, strategically located next to the New County Animal Shelter, will undoubtedly bolster their vet tech program and pave the way for future generations of animal health care professionals. But not to be outdone, Edgecombe Community College has earned national acclaim, ranking among the top 150 institutions eligible to compete for the prestigious Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. Smart Start recognizes ECC as a leader in providing quality instruction at an affordable price, underscoring their dedication to empowering students for success. So let's not forget about the outstanding healthcare that we have here in our community in Rocky Mount. Nash UNC Healthcare's Cardiac Center stands as a beacon of innovative technology and superior service. It has earned national recognition in the U.S. News and World Report, most recent edition of Best Hospitals, and receiving a coveted A performance rating from the Leapfrog Group. That's worthy of clapping. All these achievements collectively contribute to the vibrant tapestry of our city, enhancing our quality of life and serving as magnets for new residents and businesses alike. From world-class education to top-tier healthcare, Rocky Mount offers a compelling blend of opportunities that inspire growth, innovation, and prosperity. So last July stands etched in our memories of a day of really stark contrast. A sunny morning shattered by the sudden fury of a tornado, unleashing 150-mile-an-hour winds that tore through parts of Rocky Mount with just great devastation. In the aftermath, as we surveyed the wreckage, we found solace in miraculous escapes. A nearby daycare facility was spared, North Carolina Wesleyan University was untouched, and most importantly, we were spared the heartbreak of lives lost. In those harrowing moments, our community rallied together, which is a testament to the resilience that defines Rocky Mount. The Rocky Mount Fire Department, Police Department, Energy Resources, Public Works, Development Service Departments all sprang into action, working tirelessly to provide aid and restore normalcy. To each and every one of them, we owe a debt of gratitude. Our gratitude. But our gratitude extends beyond our city limits. We are immensely thankful for the swift response and support from our state and federal leaders, whose presence and assistance provided with much needed reassurance in our darkest hours. And then there's Pfizer. Pfizer is our largest employer, our largest utility customer, and it's our steadfast ally. To Pfizer Chairman and CEO, Dr. Albert Bourla, who stood with us in solidarity and pledged to rebuild, we offer our deepest appreciation. Pfizer's commitment to our community goes well beyond words. Their generous contributions to the American Red Cross and our local United Way demonstrate their unwavering dedication to our collective well-being. So to Pfizer, to our first responders, to our leaders, and to every member of our community who lent a helping hand during this time of need, your compassion, generosity, and unwavering spirit embody the very essence of Rocky Mount, a city that rises together in the face of adversity. Our economic engine is sparking all kinds of opportunities. CSX's Carolina Connector intermodal site and our location at the corner of US 64 and Interstate 95 create great access to major transportation corridors. As well as our land availability, they continue to be our strength and that will generate further economic growth and development as we go forward. The Carolinas Gateway Partnership pursued 45 active projects in 2023 that are still active, that represent a total potential investment of $37.8 billion with over 35,000 jobs created, mostly in the area of advanced manufacturing. Now they tell me, we've all heard this, but they tell me, and I believe it, that the Kingsborough Business Park is the #1 megasite in North Carolina with the only shovel-ready megasite in the state. And I believe that we will hear of more announcements going forward in the very near future, and I'm very encouraged by that. But I'd like to mention that the QVC property, which was damaged by a fire in 2021, and represented a significant loss of employment in our area, was recently sold for $20.8 million to an investment group, a commercial property developer out of New York. Land near the intermodal and in a Kingsborough site is well sought after. And I believe that this shows a real sign of activity and encouragement, and I'm encouraged by those numbers and that activity. In fact, the CSX Intermodal unveiled 2 new rail lines last year to connect Rocky Mount to the Port of Wilmington and to the Port of Savannah, enticing manufacturers to choose Rocky Mount to expand their manufacturing options. These new rail lines make daily runs from the ports to the CSX connector to reach the rest of the country in just a matter of days. In 2023, 24 new companies chose Rocky Mount as their base, with 37 businesses opting to expand. One of these many assets our city has tremendously helped us in attracting and growing new businesses is the Rocky Mount Wilson Airport. Operations have quadrupled since 2021, with flights over 10,000 in that particular year in 21 to almost 46,000 flights in 2023. Now, this growth and this importance to our economic development are leading reasons why it is vitally important for us to expand North Carolina 97 to increase the ease of access to the airport, its growing cargo business, and between the intermodal and the airport. Maybe the most impactful opportunity came our way was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to shape the future of our city with over 300 acres of prime real estate at US 64 and I-95 were available for purchase. Approximately 100,000 cars pass by that site on a daily basis. That clearly highlights its strategic importance. And that land also opens up to a new access off of I-95. Now, the city took decisive action, and kind of unusual for a community, to acquire that land, consolidating that 336 acres into an expansive site, an extraordinary achievement that opens doors to endless possibilities. Now, we're looking and seeking for a visionary master developer to help transform this blank canvas into a vibrant destination like a Fenton Place or North Hills in Raleigh. Imagine high-end retail, luxurious living, chic hotels, and a range of amenities redefining and help define our community. For developers with vision and ambition, this is your chance to be part of something truly transformative. The canvas is blank, the potential is absolutely limitless. The future of Rocky Mount awaits and is brimming with promise. So let's talk about the Southern Bypass. It's something I had proposed in last year's speech. The city has concluded its feasibility study and has submitted it to the North Carolina DOT for funding consideration. This South Connector Loop, which was proposed to link US 64 to US 301 and beyond, is not just a road, it's a pathway to prosperity. It's paving the way for tremendous growth and development, and I will continue to try to champion this project to bring prosperity to Rocky Mount, and specifically eastern Rocky Mount in Edgecombe County. We're still celebrating the resurgence of North Green Country Club with its new owner, Stanley Campbell. His investments in the clubhouse and the grounds and his plans to elevate the club to the level of Pinehurst, as well as to develop it in a world-class training center, have gotten everyone excited. As one of the few minority owners of golf clubs in our nation, Mr. Campbell is also embracing our minority youth to introduce them to the sport of golf. Thank you, Mr. Campbell, for your investment in Rocky Mount, and I'm here to support you in any way I can. Transportation is still one of the challenges constantly cited for why individuals have difficulty maintaining their jobs. And I became a member of the local MPO to improve transportation options within our city. At my request, NCDOT funded a feasibility study for Rocky Mount to look at how microtransit, which is an on-demand transportation service like Uber or Lyft, would best interact with our existing fixed route service provided by our Tar River Transit. NCDOT is helping to support our microtransit initiative by awarding Rocky Mount a rural surface transportation grant funding to deploy an on-demand microtransit service. The project will increase economic opportunity and improve the quality of life for our local residents. Last year, I was a member of a work group to improve and expand intercity passenger rail service within the state of North Carolina. And moving people around with more convenience and ease between Raleigh, the Triangle, and other parts in our city will create a lot more opportunities for us to create a live, work, play environment and also access potential employees for our Kingsborough site. Now, we didn't make the first round of grants last year, but we're still running for future rounds. And this time I'm being proactive, working with our area leaders that will, in getting Rocky Mount, and asking that we pursue a commuter bus line initiative that will bring workers from Raleigh to our large manufacturers. With our vision to grow, it will be a commuter hub transporting some 9 million workers living within a 60-mile radius throughout our region. This initiative began with the move of the state DMV to the city of Rocky Mount. But we've realized the huge need of our large employers to have workers from surrounding communities and counties. Transportation is intertwined with job opportunities and the ability for many to get and keep jobs. So I'll stay focused on this issue to continue to find innovative transportation solutions. Now, last year, the City of Rocky Mount City Council voted to rename 2 bridges after 2 notable local residents. The Raleigh Boulevard overpass in downtown Rocky Mount was named for the Reverend Dr. Thomas L. Walker, a longtime minister and former Edgecombe County Commissioner and a resident of Rocky Mount. And the interchange at Atlantic Avenue, let me say that again, the interchange of Atlantic Avenue at Highway 64 was named the Willie Powell Jr. Bridge, after one of the founders of the Rocky Mount OIC. I want to say thank you, these gentlemen, in their memory, for your service in our community. We got thrilling news about tourism in our area. It's a powerhouse of economic vitality, supporting local businesses and fueling job growth. Despite COVID challenges, we've seen a great surge in visitors, with hotel occupancy rates soaring. The success is due to our prime location and our exceptional event center. Tourism numbers are impressive. Nash County received over $334 million in visitor spending, which was an 11% increase from prior year, while Edgecombe County saw over $69 million, or 4.5% increase from prior year. Tourism has generated over $28 million in state and local taxes that have created nearly 3,000 jobs in our area. And it is truly the unsung hero of our economy. I salute all the visitors who chose Rocky Mount, the businesses and individuals who make our stay and their stays unforgettable. Our vision for the city remains to increase the availability of affordable housing and to spur job growth with higher salaries through increased economic development. It's a vision not just about bricks and mortar, but about building vibrant communities where everyone has a place to call home and opportunities thrive. There's also a focus on developing workforce housing. With increased jobs coming to our area, we need to step up our game. We need to ensure that our workforce has the housing they need to live, work, and play right here in Rocky Mount. And we recently celebrated the opening of Five Points Crossing, and I want to thank Woodard Cooper for their investment in our community, for those who helped get them here. And there's more. The Rocky Mount Housing Authority has developed 2 affordable housing complexes, the 8-unit Vance Street Homes and the 64-unit East Haven Development Apartments. Their hard work is not going unnoticed. The Housing Authority has recognized with the prestigious 2023 Cirque Naro Resident Services Award for their dedication to providing safe, affordable housing and enhancing the quality of life for all. The city received $800,000 in the state grant from the Rural Transportation Grant Fund, along with expert guidance to do streetscaping, lighting, and to improve sidewalks on Tarboro, North Washington, and Northeast Main Streets. Many times it's an improved streetscape that creates a spark for economic development within a downtown. And last year, the City of Rocky Mount received more than $3.3 million in funding to support community development activities from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the North Carolina Housing Trust Fund, and local general fund. Approximately $1.5 million of these funds were used to provide housing, services, and shelter to individuals experiencing homelessness and other vulnerable populations. Approximately $540,000 in community development block grants were used to support community development activities directing toward revitalizing neighborhoods, providing public services, and down payment assistance. improving public facilities and infrastructure, and strengthening fair housing enforcement, operations, and education, and economic development. Another $470,000 in home investment partnership programs supported housing rehabilitation that kept low and moderate income, often elderly families and individuals in their homes. And $700,000 in general funds were used to support the city's 4 housing programs: urgent repair, housing repair, workforce housing repair, and the housing rehab matching rebate. Additionally, $132,000 from the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency went toward urgent repair program. Self-Help Credit Union has started to revitalize downtown homes on Myrtle Avenue and plans to keep converting more than the 20 structures in their current possession into energy-efficient homes that are affordable, especially for first-timers. Building Shalom launched a 12-month home ownership program and are also able to renovate and rehab 4 homes that are now occupied by first-time home buyers from their home ownership program. Neighborhood ingenuity is also having a profound impact in redevelopment of housing in the city of Rocky Mount. Berkshire Acres showed us how a group of neighbors on their own can gather together to buy, rebuild, and sell formerly abandoned homes. Sell those homes and then take that profit and repeat the process, constantly regenerating and rejuvenating their neighborhood. They're doing it over and over again. And my hat is off to you for your creativity, the teamsmanship that's possessed, and the unwillingness to take no for an answer, because that was not an easy process. Duke's Property and Construction created Studio 13. It's a 13-unit mixed-use building with industrial-style finishes and a rooftop deck, as well as an 8-unit property on Grace Street, the Grace Street Flats. The beautifully renovated Fleming Apartments also opened on Sunset Avenue, offering 4 2-bedroom and 1.5-bath units for rent. It's exciting to see such a positive energy with people moving in downtown. It's also exciting to see that the proof of concept is actually really becoming materialized, and that as that momentum grows, I believe that we will just see more resurgence of economic opportunity and the downtown that I think we'll all be proud of. But in addition to affordable housing options, there's also a tremendous need for market rate housing. Currently, there are about 147 homes currently for sale in our MLS within the city of Rocky Mount. Just put that in perspective, when I became mayor, we had something in the neighborhood of 1,500 homes. 147 homes. Our rentals are about 96% occupied. Simply stated, there is no housing in the city of Rocky Mount, and so we need developers to come in and seize and take this opportunity to move forward. You know, a local UNCW economist who speaks at our chamber event with some frequency was, put it really into perspective. And that is, more construction, even if it is of the luxury kind, ends up putting downward pressure on housing prices. And in his opinion, it doesn't take decades for new apartments to put downward pressure on rents elsewhere in the metropolitan area. So new units of all kinds help keep current prices down for everyone by opening up new opportunities for low and moderate income renters over a few short years. It's about supply and demand. The more overall housing we have to offer, the lower prices will be across the board. So now, downtown continues to grow. We have about 14 new businesses that have located downtown, from restaurants, beauty, nightlife, and more, and our new Main Street accreditation opens us up for some tremendous opportunities that are hard to attain without it. Rocky Mount downtown generated $94 million in tax revenue total in 2023. We can put us over the edge of $100 million if y'all all come down a little bit more frequently, okay? But some of the most exciting news to come from the use of the new downtown major investment program, which provides $500,000, and currently we have 2 projects in the pipeline. One at 201 South Washington Street that will have 16 apartments upstairs with 8,700 square feet of retail space at the ground level. The other at Southwest Main, having 20 apartments upstairs and 17,500 square feet of retail space at the ground level. New South Ventures is expecting to invest over $16 million of their investment funds in making these game-changing projects happen and to occur. We still have opportunity and capacity for another developer until we pass this next budget, which I'm sure will be rich with all kinds of incentives to try to create folks to move down here and revitalize Rocky Mount. Currently have, come on down and let's be part of that. Let's be part of the change that's occurring. And so one of those times, if you're a Rocky Mount native, like I think most everybody here, I look around in the room and recognize you to be, you know, it's one of those times of changing notes to mention. In 2023, we said farewell to Verner Avery, who's also known as the Clothes Doctor, who oversaw clothing alterations in our community for 50 years. I think he was there for as long as I can remember, and I'm sad to see him go, and he did a daggone good job of altering clothes too, but anyway. Our city's signature events continue to grow and draw crowds downtown, including First Friday, Downtown Live, Lawn Chair Theater, Eastern Carolina Barbecue Throwdown, the Juneteenth Community Empowerment Festival, Rocktober, and the Rocky Mount Christmas Parade. Outstanding plays are showcased at the Imperial Center, and there's a growing energy downtown. Now, public safety continues to be my #1 priority, and I believe it's also shared by council. We're making progress in our goal of safer neighborhoods. Crime is a top issue across the nation. It's not just Rocky Mount. And that's why I supported giving additional resources to the Rocky Mount Police Department to retain and hire more officers at competitive salaries and obtain the technology needed to keep criminals off the street. Since last year's speech, more officers have joined the force, reducing the vacancies to about 15 and strengthening the department. In an innovative partnership, the Rocky Mount Police, Integrated Family Services, Trillium Health Resources, and East Point have partnered to have trained clinicians dispatched to 911 calls that require intensive help, not arrests. This mobile crisis unit allows trained officers to battle crime, while the new unit can help those with mental health issues or truant juveniles. Downtown, the number of officers has increased, and the more visible to the public, the higher visibility of our police have shown to be an effective deterrent to crime. Now, last year, the City of Rocky Mount welcomed Darvin Moore as our new fire chief. Chief Moore has worked with the Rocky Mount Fire Department for 24 years, beginning as a firefighter. The Rocky Mount Fire Department continues as a leading fire department in the nation, and by again receiving its reaccreditation agency status with the Commission on Fire Accreditation International. The Rocky Mount Fire Department is one of more than 300 agencies to achieve internationally accredited agency status with the CFAI and the Center for Public Safety Excellence Incorporated. The fire department was formally recognized for their excellence as a heavy rescue, high angle rescue, confined space rescue, and still water rescue, and provider for the North Carolina Association of Rescue and Fire Medical Services. Together we mourn the loss of Ken Wittig to cancer. She was the first woman to achieve the rank of captain in the City of Rocky Mount, and she was named to serve as assistant chief to the Rocky Mount Fire Department. We will miss her tremendously. Now, supporting our young people has always been a high priority for me, and I believe for all of us. For all of us to succeed, we must absolutely ensure that our children are successful. We're currently in the midst of a demerger of the Nash and Edgecombe County systems. And the Nash system is losing students to the Edgecombe school system. And the Edgecombe school system is taking the opportunity to pursue innovative teaching models and classroom locations. Both have been going through a year of intense research and strategy to make this as easy on our Rocky Mount students as possible. I commend both school superintendents for their focus and their work on this effort. And I want to give a shout out to the teachers. I recognize this is a very stressful time as the school system sorts out their plans. And please know that you are the key elements for all of our schools' success. And I'm not sure that we state that publicly enough. The Boys and Girls Club, under the leadership of Ron Green, announced last year they intend to transform the former National Guard Armory into the state-of-the-art site to mentor, guide, and support area teens to help them graduate from high school and to go into a technical trade or college. I applaud these efforts and stand ready to lend my support. I've mentioned a long list of fantastic efforts and initiatives we have here at the City of Rocky Mount, but one thing that's near and dear to my heart that I want to talk about is that I believe in the incredible power of prayer. Prayer for our city, for our leadership, and for each and every one of our citizens. I have continued hosting the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast on the National Day of Prayer. And it's an opportunity for us to come together as a community and seek guidance, wisdom, and blessings on our city. And I'd like to underscore that that's not just a once-a-year event. It's something that we can do on a daily basis. And I do believe that lifting up our community in prayer will create nothing but positive things going forward. So I've always believed that we can make Rocky Mount a better place by focusing on key areas, making our neighborhoods safer, by creating jobs, by boosting economic development, strengthening education, and enhancing the quality of life for all residents. Rest assured, I, as well as City Council, are dedicated to advancing these priorities. Additionally, I envision and believe our council shares these goals. Now, these are specific initiatives that can transform Rocky Mount. Strengthening the panhandling ordinance. Panhandling has increasingly become a prevalent issue in Rocky Mount, often resembling a business rather than a need. It's common to be approached for donations while driving or leaving popular businesses. While we are a compassionate community, there are significant safety concerns, and I'm asking Council to adopt stronger ordinances that will require panhandlers to register with the city manager and show their permit to the police upon request. This measure aims to address safety while ensuring those genuinely in need receive appropriate support and services. Reducing litter. Why do people litter? Studies suggest the main reasons for our laziness, carelessness, lack of trash receptacles, and lenient law enforcement. Our city can tackle these issues head on. We should install more trash bins, especially in downtown areas, parks, and gathering spots. And we can also advocate for better recycling programs and organize community cleanup events. By fostering a sense of community, pride, and collective action, we can significantly reduce littering and create a cleaner and more friendly environment for all. Developing stricter housing ordinance and strengthening code enforcement. With new jobs coming to Rocky Mount, we need housing for upcoming and incoming employees. While we have substantial housing stock, a lot of it is in disrepair. These vacant properties lead to neighborhood decline, and the city should establish tougher housing codes and hold owners responsible for timely repairs and upkeep to potentially return these homes to the market quickly. We should also enforce the codes we currently have on the books. The whole process needs to be sped up. Increasing housing availability will help reduce housing costs across the city and help to revitalize our neighborhoods. Together, we can achieve a better Rocky Mount. We are doing it together. There is much more to get done. This is our vision, a vision where everyone wins. Please join me in these efforts, and thank you.